What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Adam here with Turtle Guard Tournaments, and I'm here to go over fast submissions. With Mat Monsters 3 coming up, I'm going to be giving out 24 different hammers for fastest submission of the day. That's across all age brackets, adults, kids, gi, and no gi. And how do you win one of these hammers? Well, you got to get fastest submission of the day. So start training some quick submissions, things that you can hit right off the bat. But to help you out, I'm going to start going over some fast submissions that you can hit quick right off the bat that will give you a fighting chance to take home one of the hammers. So here we go. Let's get started. Let's practice a fast submission. All right, so in this video, we are going to work the standing keylock. Usually I try to hit this move when the person is trying to get an underhook on me. Now, there are different ways to get the person to try to get an underhook on you. A lot of times, if you clinch up with the person and you leave your elbow kind of high, the person's going to want to try to get an underhook on you. Another way to get the person to underhook on you is you try to underhook on them. But as you go for it, you don't close the distance that fast, so you give your opponent the opportunity to swim in quickly. The reason I'm looking for somebody to underhook me is because I'm looking to attack that arm. I don't want the person to underhook completely. I want to catch the elbow midway into their underhook. But here's the important part. If I expect to catch anybody's arm in this standing keylock as they underhook, their arm has to be bent in order for me to properly lock it up. Which means I need to lower my level as they underhook, because if my level is lower, then their arm is going to be bent in order for them to scoop under the armpit. If I am standing up straight, their arm can go in straighter, and it's going to be harder for me to counter and catch them in this standing keylock. So the more hunched over I am, or the lower I am, the more chance their arm is going to be bent as they drive in for the underhook. But once they go in and that elbow is bent, this is where we're going to wrap up the keylock. So as they're stepping in for that underhook, I'm going to take the inside of my elbow and I'm going to wrap up right beneath their elbow where their tricep meets their elbow. As I wrap it up, I'm going to bring my hand up towards my chest, which will bring their elbow up towards my chest. Meanwhile, their hand is locked under my armpit, and this is where the keylocked effect is going to start taking place. In order to finish the move, I'm going to clasp my hands together, squeeze it nice and tight, and then I'm going to pull that elbow up towards my chest by pulling my hands up towards my chest. To create more leverage and power on the lift, I'm going to walk my hips in, and then I pull up, bringing my hands to my chest until I get that tap. I can also lean over into the arm, which will allow me to lift up the elbow at a slightly higher degree. Now, there are two ways to lift the elbow. You could use the crook of your elbow to lift it up, but if you want a little bit more precision when lifting it, I like to use this spot right here on my forearm and wrist, the bone right there of my forearm. What I'll do is once I catch them in the standing keylock, I will then pull my forearm back and I will readjust, putting my forearm right underneath the elbow, which will create a more solid and powerful lift. Just remember to not let the person get the underhook all the way under your arm, because then it's too late. This is something that you're going to have to catch midway in the underhook. So it is a timing based move, but if done properly, it's a pretty great submission. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. More fast submissions are coming. Keep training hard, and we're going to see you at the tournament.